So, the shield bash thing, huh? This one I was extremely skeptical of, and honestly, I still am, but I'm still going to evaluate it. I've been hearing about how good shield bash is, because if you fortify strength, you can get your shield bash up to a point where it does supposedly enough damage to one-shot, and that might be the case, so let's test it. So the first thing we'll do is we will just shield bash a Daedroth, and my strength is at 140. I have 4 pieces of equipment that have strength plus 10. Now on master mode, depending on your build, depending on what abilities you're using and everything, having 4 pieces of equipment devoted to raising strength is questionable at best, unless there's a really good reason for doing so. So the first thing we'll do is just shield bash 3 times, see how much damage we deal at 140 strength. Alright, so that was 3 shield bashes. First, let's do this. Let's make sure we're at a high strength level before we hit. So we're going to use some potions to top ourselves off. So some strong sorcery. So ramp 1, ramp 2, ramp 3. We have to summon the Daedroth. Let's quickly do that before we lose our ramp. Okay, my current strength is 425. Current strength is still 425. 3 shield bashes at 425 strength didn't even put him to half HP. So I think it's safe to say that unless you are spamming fortify strength potions, this build is just straight up not viable. And in order to make it viable, you would have to cast probably several hundred magicka worth of spells to buff your strength up to the point where it would one-shot on master mode. Even at 425 strength, it's not even really dealing that much damage, considering my character has 300 magicka, and in order to cast all 6 of those spells, I went down to basically 0 magicka, which is actually a lot, considering if I just were to do some kind of weakness nuke, I could kill that monster in like 2 to 3 spells that cost me like 20 to 30 magicka each, so like total like 70 to 100 magicka to kill a single enemy. So that's just not very efficient. Is it funny? Absolutely. Is it good? Maybe. I think the only saving grace is with alchemy. So we do need fortify strength potions. I think it's safe to say that we've practically ruled out shield bash being good in master mode, but what if we cheat and do everything possible to get basically 1000 strength and shield bash things? So I used console commands to cheat and set my base strength to 255. With the plus 40, I'm at 295. We're going to use 7 100 strength buffs, 3 fortify magic ramps so that I can even cast them, and then I'm going to be using Welkin stones that I also cheated to acquire, but obviously you could acquire Welkin stones through normal play. So the first thing we have to do is ramp 1, ramp 2, ramp 3, just for the mana pool. Welkin stone, strength ramp 1, Welkin stone, strength ramp 2, Welkin stone, strength ramp 3, Welkin stone, strength ramp 4, Welkin stone, strength ramp 5. Let me make sure I actually cast that. Welkin stone, hold on. Welkin stone, strength ramp 6, Welkin stone, strength ramp 7. Current base strength is 865 for 120 seconds, which is a long enough time to run up and fight things. Now we just have to go fight things. I think we've safely ruled out that this build is even practical in normal play. Even if you do literally everything in your power to cheat your way into getting insane strength, it doesn't seem like it's achievable, but here's the damage at 800 strength. Now, in the one build video, you're supposed to use a power attack first. So even with a power attack, it's not good. All right, so let me do a stamina potion. Let me pop a stamina potion so I can power attack. So even at 800 strength, when we power attack for weakness to normal weapons 30%, it just doesn't do enough damage, and it's just not viable. And the lengths we have to go to get to this point are quite insane. Actually, let me use a heal I have that I actually run. Let's do that. Get some stamina back. We still have this buff for quite a long time. So power attack, shield bash, shield bash, shield bash. So power attack plus 3 shield bashes at 865 strength. Each one of those casts cost us 522 at 100 restoration. I'm not trying to like dunk on Biscuit Sticks or shit on his video or whatever, but it's just not nearly as good as it would seem. It's not even viable. Like, it doesn't one-shot on Master Mode. In order to get it to one-shot on Master Mode, he had, I think, 1,000 strength, but as we can see here, it takes me all of this to do a fraction of just casting 2 debuffs and then hitting with Goldbrand, which would easily kill in 3 hits and much faster for a fraction of the magicka cost. Like, if I have to spend thousands of magicka to do something and it's not even effective and it's not even broken, it's just bad. It's not the best melee in the game. The best melee in the game is Destruction Ramp into Enchanted Weapon. That's the best offensive thing, for sure. We know this. It's not like... It's interesting. Don't get me wrong. Like, the Shield Bash thing is interesting, but like, in his video, the thing he shows is that he's at 1,000 strength and he casts a scroll that puts weakness to normal weapons 20. So he casts, he power attacks, and then he shield bashes after a ton of setup. And that setup is not trivial. That setup is, frankly, extreme. And it's just not painting an accurate picture of what the build is capable of and what shield bash is capable of. So even when we like spam Welkin Stones and Fortify Magic to get my magic even high enough to cast this spell, it's just not good. It doesn't even do that much damage for all this setup. Like, if I could even just do 2 of these spells, I could just be nuking with Destruction. Like, why would I not just do that? I could probably just make huge damage spells at 1 shot, like right out of the gate. That would be much easier than doing all of this. Because it's still magic, right? Like, it's not that the shield bash is so good that you just use it and it's good. It's like we have to spam literally 10, 11 buffs in order to get it to even to be at the point where it's doing like 2 ramp Goldbrand damage, if even. I think even less than that. So as we always do, let's equip Goldbrand. Let's fight the same enemies we just fought, just with 2 spells in Goldbrand. Okay, so there's Goldbrand, and then our 2 spells. Fire ramp 1, fire ramp 2. Cost a fraction of the magic. Fire ramp 1, fire ramp 2. Alright, then the Spider Daedra, fire ramp 1, fire ramp 2. Kills way more efficiently for a fraction of the magicka, costs 2 spells, and I can actually hotkey and use this. If I were to do, like, rotating through this was a nightmare. I bound 1 through 7 as just buffs, and then my 8 was a Welkin Stone. Like, what the hell kind of build is this, dude? I'm sorry, this is absurd. It's just not... It's shown in a way where you think it's better than it is because you're seeing things getting one-shot on Adept difficulty, and that is not accurate to how good it actually is, especially on Master Mode. On Master Mode, I would say it's like not even worth running. It's a huge pain to use. In the one video he uses, in the video he has like Magicka Restore effect from Alchemy, like pumping up his Magicka. So from his perspective, it seems fine to dump, 500 Magicka into all these buffs that last like 60 or 120 seconds or whatever the case may be. And in actual gameplay, it's just not good. It's not practical. It's fun, it's neat, but it's definitely one of those things where I don't recommend running it, and Goldbrand outperforms it with a 2 ramp. So, and if I did a 3 ramp, I'd be one-shotting those enemies. So it's just not a thing. Alright, so that's it for this one. Definitely a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, found this useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.